Monkey to the chopper. Oh, there is no chopper. This movie's set 300 years ago. Before helicopters. That was a terrible Arnold impersonation. I apologize for that. I'm John Stark. I'm back to movieguy.com. And this is my review of Prey. It's the new Predator movie that's on Hulu. I mean, it didn't go to theater. We couldn't send this to theaters, really? I actually assumed this was going to theaters. I didn't even know this was a Hulu original. But it is, and I'm reviewing it. I'm a blind film critic. That's not why I'm wearing the glasses today. I'll explain it a little bit better. I want to focus on the movie review part of it. If you stick around to the end, I'll tell you why I'm wearing glasses. It's not that big of a deal. It's not a permanent thing. Anyway, so Prey. It's got audio description, so I got to enjoy that. Unfortunately, like most of the Predator movies don't have audio description, so I couldn't go back through and give you, the origin and review Predator with Arnold and give you that review, because nobody's described that yet, apparently. So we're just launching into Prey, which is fine because this is a prequel. So this is actually set before any of the other Predator movies currently in existence. I have not seen all of the Predator movies, nor will I reveal which ones I have seen, because I don't want you to know how big of a fan of Predator I am or am not. I will say I have seen films featuring Predator. Yep. Anyway, this film features a bunch of indigenous actors, which is amazing. It's great representation. Love it. Because it's set 300 years ago when the Predator landed, and we didn't have all that technology, and we didn't have any choppers to be able to go after the Predator. So we just had like bows and arrows and bear traps and stuff like that, and muskets. It really shows, really these guys should have had no shot against the Predator. I was thinking, like, everybody else has had such advanced technology when they've gone up against the Predator, and we've got like tomahawks, bow and arrow. They're severely outnumbered when in terms of who's got technology and who doesn't. But what the Predator doesn't have is heart, and that's what you need to know, because this story revolves around a girl who is trying to prove herself as a warrior. This film does an interesting juxtaposition of Predator versus Prey, because the Predator lands on Earth looking to kill, like, he's like a big game hunter, right? He's trying to kill, like, the things that are most threatening. He's not running around. Predator is not just willy-nilly running around. He's not, like, killing rabbits and stuff. He wants to get things that are predators. He wants to be the master predator. So if it doesn't pose a threat, he doesn't care about it. So he originally is just kind of going after animals that these Comanche people would hunt normally, like the warriors would normally hunt. And then, he starts hunting humans, because he finds them threatening. He's like, we got some more people here that are threatening. So there's that, and there are white people in here. They're like French. There's like one guy who speaks English, and like literally, I think that's his character name, is like the guy who spoke English. We don't really we learned of his name like after a long time. his name is written on something, but I can't. I'm not spoiling anything for you guys. But yeah, most of the white people don't speak, so they don't understand. The Comanche people, you can understand what they're saying because they're speaking in English, even though they're speaking in Comanche to each other, and then other people are speaking in like French, and they have no idea what they're saying. And it doesn't really matter because the Predator is just gonna kill everybody anyway. I mean, his film is it introduces characters just to kill them. Predator is here. He is here to slay. That is what he's here to do. This is RuPaul's Drag Race, and he was told to slay. There would be one episode of RuPaul's Drag Race because he would have slayed everybody. It's not really a spoiler. I'm just saying there's a high body count in this film. So don't get too attached to lots of people. But anyway, our main girl, she's out to prove herself. And there's a kind of an idea that the Predator is kind of doing the same thing. So they're both locked in this battle of proving herself. So she is kind of the final girl. But I think the big question is she actually the final girl and that she survives? Who wins the final battle? That I'm not going to tell you. I will tell you that learn to live in the unpredictability of Dan Trachtenberg, the director, because he gave us 10 Cloverfield Lane. And just because you think you know what's up doesn't mean you know what's up. If you watched 10 Cloverfield Lane and you were like, my God, this is the best Cloverfield film we've had, which is true, it's because of his direction. So he brings that into Prey with a lot of just gnarly kills, unpredictable things, the way that the Predator is able to just battle and stay on top, and his technology versus their lack of technology battles. It's really great. And it's super gory. So if you're a visual audience and you're like, ooh, I want to see people get decapitated and like have their guts spilled out. There was one death that was described to me that I couldn't even like fully understand. I'll just say that like somebody is thrown into, he uses some sort of a device, and it, like the audio description said that it like started shrinking them into a ball, and then like their entrails came out, and I was trying to figure out how, like, so what, it like he threw something over them and it just started like squishing them into a ball, and I was like, that is the weirdest death in a film. Anyway, so yeah, this is it's very inventive and creative. I spent most of the movie, I think when I was watching the beginning part of the movie, I went to my own social media and I posted, I was like, I'm the guy that's watching Prey, and I know that, you know, there's all these like animals and humans, and the Predator's obviously gonna have a high body count, and I'm the guy who's sitting here going, if they fucking do anything to that dog, if they hurt that dog, I spent like the whole movie with like a high anxiety about the dog. The main girl has a dog that follows her around throughout most of the movie, and I'm like, do not be this film that kills the dog. I hate those films. Like, it's hard enough when it's a bad dog that like has to die because it's like attacking somebody, but when it's like the good dog that you're like supposed to like, it's, you know, even those times are even more brutal. So I think the great question here now for you is, does the dog live? You're going to have to watch the film to find out what happens. I'm not going to tell you. This is just a review. This is just me telling you that Prey was dope. I liked it. I couldn't even see the crazy gore. I just had it described to me, and I thought it was cool. I thought this film did a lot of inventive things. I didn't want to wait on the review. That's why I was wearing glasses. I could have waited to tell you about Prey, but I wanted to put it out there. So, audio description, like I said, solid audio description. Unfortunately, the film ends with descriptive video works, and then just like pieces out, just taps out. We don't, so you don't get any of the credits read to you, and we don't have no idea who narrated this. So, and honestly, the voice wasn't immediately familiar to me, so I'm not even going to make a guess. It's good. It's maybe a little long, but it doesn't really waste its time. It just kills a lot of people. It just makes a really good use. Lots of things die. I mean, it's just like a long film of death. So it's not like the film sits for like the first half and like no one dies and then like finally something happens. No, I mean, there's a little bit of an establishing of the story of the Comanches and everything before we see Predator, but that's not even that long. So, yeah, this movie moves pretty quickly. I thought it was interesting. I love the representation. This may end up being one of the best horror, if not the best horror movie of the year. And it's a shame. It's a damn shame this film wasn't released into theaters. I'm okay with shortened theatrical windows. There's no reason this needed to go straight to streaming. This film is way better than that, and I don't understand what happened. It's from a major property too, so it's not even like it was just like a really good original film that Hulu happened to like steal from steal out of a film festival or something like that. It just doesn't make any sense. But whatever. I got to see it on opening day because cool. But all right. So I'm going to tell you about the glasses and the eyes in a minute. Just chill. Hold on. Let me grade Prey first. Calm yourself. I'm going to give Prey an A-. Kind of feel like I've been really nice to films this year ever since I restarted my YouTube channel. I feel less pissy about movies. So maybe I'm overgrading films this year. I've looked at a couple films, I'll be honest, and I'm like, especially towards the beginning part of the year where I had just kind of restarted my website and just started regrading films. And I don't think I quite had a balance on life. So my list of the year's grades is a little weird. But I'm feeling pretty solid that Prey deserves an A-. I think it's enjoyable from start to finish. It might be the best Predator film ever. I don't know because I haven't seen all of them. That I'm including the AVP movies when I say I haven't seen all of them because there were Predators in them. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. As far as the glasses, sometimes when you're blind, especially for me, because I still take eye drops, to keep my pressures low so that, I don't know, so it doesn't damage my eyes or whatever. But, so it makes my eyelashes really long. Everybody's always like, man, your eyelashes are amazing. Watch one of my other videos and check out my eyelashes. One of them fell into one of my eyes. So I've been I look like one of those things that it's had, like one of my eyes is like basically closed because it's super irritated and I didn't want to look weird on camera like one eye pitched closed because I washed it out, but it's still like, I don't know, it's still sore. So I was like, I'll just put on some glasses and maybe that'll help. So anyway, that's what happened. Because I can't just like, it's not like I can hold my eye up to the mirror and like look for the eyelash and just immediately get it out. It was like a whole process. Anyway, that's why I was save that story for the end. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. My website is macthemovieguy.com. The Audio Description Project, adp.acb.org, is really useful, and so is the adna.org, which would be more useful if I could tell you who narrated this film. Then I could tell you to go check out their biography over there and see what else they've done. Unfortunately, we have no idea. It's a mystery. All right, so that's Prey. Tell me what you think your favorite Predator movie is after you've seen Prey. Is Prey the best, or is the original still the best? Or are you going to buck the trend and pick something other than the original Predator as being your favorite? Let's see what happens. All right, now I got to go review other films. I will see you in the next review, whenever that may be.